He was the Prime Minister that consistently put party management over the country. He's the Prime Minister that called a referendum that he didn't think through. So, for example, why did we not have a supermajority for the referendum in the way that we often have for referendums of this sort? And then he didn't think through actually what you do if you had either outcomes. He wasn't ready for a Leave outcome. He didn't prepare us for a Leave outcome, which in the end is why we are in the mess that we are. And he kind of left the stage and left Theresa May to kind of mop up his mess. But, you know, outside of Brexit, he was the Prime Minister that oversaw years and years of austerity, which communities up and down the country are still paying the price of, are still suffering from. And when the history books look back, I think that will be his overarching
But the other
legacy.
side, of course, is that he tackled the deficit, and younger generations won't have to pay back those high tax bills down the road.
There were different ways in which he could have tackled the deficit. He didn't have to pound communities in order to do it. There were lots of options, and he chose
I certainly
the option.
don't think that that was the intention. And I think it's a complete fallacy to suggest that austerity was a political choice. It was an absolute necessity, given where the economy was. I think it's completely unfair to suggest that that was a political choice.
It was a political choice because you could have tackled it by thinking about tax rises. Why cut corporation tax or cut the taxes for the rich at the same time? You could have done it by a fiscal stimulus, which is what you saw in the US. They chose not to go down that route. So within the parameters of trying to manage the public finances, there were options, and they chose to go for deep cuts and hard cuts that hurt communities up and down the country.